The days that have the biggest impact on your life remain seared into your memory so vividly that time can rarely dull them. April 16, 2007 is one such day for me. On that day, Sung-Wee Cho, a 23-year-old Virginia Tech senior, killed 32 people and injured many more before taking his own life. Today, I'd like to share with you the story of how the Hokie Nation responded to this horrible tragedy. Now, the first thing you know about me is that I'm a Hokie and I'm damn proud of it. The friends I made at Virginia Tech are the ones I have remained closest to for the last 20 years, and the friend I hold closest to my heart, my wife Teresa, is also a Hokie. I still remember the first time I met her in the fall of 1988 as if it was just yesterday. 7 years later, we were married at the Virginia Tech Chapel. To Teresa and I, Virginia Tech was so much more than some place on a map. It was the place that brought us together and the place that shaped who we had become, both individually and as a couple. So it just felt right that we exchange our vows there. 12 years and 1 day later, all of our fond memories of Virginia Tech were violently pushed into the deep recesses of our minds. They were replaced with horror, fear, sadness, and confusion. The mainstream media engaged in a feeding frenzy around the Virginia Tech massacre, assaulting our fragile psyches with ongoing barrage of images, stories, interviews, and analysis. Not all the media was bad. The next morning I heard the story on the radio about a 76-year-old Virginia Tech professor who blocked Cho from entering class, allowing his students to leap to safety through the classroom windows before succumbing to wounds from multiple shots fired through the door. Later that afternoon, I saw Dr. Nikki Giovanni give an astoundingly powerful and uplifting address at the Virginia Tech Convocation. In 5 short minutes, she rallied the audience from the most somber of moods to bringing everyone to their feet chanting, "Let's go, Hokies," with authentic passion. That day, the courageous and creative acts of these 2 extraordinary professors restored my faith in humanity. On April 18th, MSNBC's decision to air Cho's pre-recorded manifesto during primetime news added more chum to the already insufferable feeding frenzy. The mainstream media kicked into high gear, and the Hokie Nation braced itself for the onslaught. But the Hokies were more prepared this time. WeSupportVT.com had a singular purpose: to create the space to heal. In less than a week, over 37,000 members of the Virginia Tech community became united in their purpose and unified in their actions to shun the mainstream media and begin the healing process. Hundreds of thousands of people from all over the world attended virtual vigils for the deceased. The Hokie Nation became swaddled in a digital blanket of human compassion that hailed from every part of this planet. I decided to attend a virtual vigil for the brave and selfless professor, and it was there that I saw his picture for the first time. Time stood still. I was floored. I could not believe what I was seeing. Search words and 3 clicks later, I confirmed the man who selflessly gave of his own life to save his students was the very same man who had patiently helped me get through dynamics in the summer of 1987. In that moment, the Virginia Tech massacre became personal, and my emotions whiplashed back and forth between pain and sadness and anger and frustration. I couldn't sleep that night, so I decided to get up and do something to purge the demons in my mind. This is what I did.
We are Virginia Tech. We are sad today, and we will be sad for quite a while. We are not moving on. We are embracing our mourning. We are Virginia Tech. We are strong enough to stand tall tearlessly. We are brave enough to bend to cry, and sad enough to know we must laugh again. We are Virginia Tech. We do not understand this tragedy. We know we did nothing to deserve it, but neither does a child in Africa dying of AIDS. Neither do the invisible children walking the night away to avoid being captured by a rogue army. Neither does the baby elephant watching his community be devastated for ivory. Neither does the Mexican child looking for fresh water. Neither does the Appalachian infant killed in the middle of the night in his crib in the home his father built with his own hands, being run over by a boulder because the land was destabilized. No one deserves a tragedy. We are Virginia Tech. The Hokie Nation embraces our own and reaches out with open heart and hands to those who offer their hearts and minds. We are strong and brave and innocent and unafraid. We are better than we think and not quite what we want to be. We are alive to the imagination and the possibility. We will continue to invent the future through our blood and tears, through all this sadness. We are the Hokies. We will prevail. We will prevail. We will prevail. We are Virginia Tech.
And you saw you sleep in the snow, and you saw
The next morning I woke up and I received an email, and this is what it said. My name is Ari Leonel Lebrescu, and I am Levu's younger son. I'm writing you regarding the Virginia Tech Second Life Memorial video tribute you have posted on YouTube.com. My family and I would like to thank you very much for the kind and beautiful gesture. Personally, your video has moved me very much, and I would like to thank you very much for it. I wish you all the continued luck and success in life. Ari Lebrescu. Instantly, this seemingly impossible and tragic situation had resolved itself into a moment of serenity and peace unlike anything I'd ever experienced before. I dwelled in that moment for what seemed like an eternity, seeking refuge in its comfort and finding solace in the knowledge that something I did had made a difference to someone who was in much more pain than me. The one machine that Kevin Kelly taught us all about at TED gave me a moment of serendipitous synchronicity that I will cherish forever. Today, I remain saddened to know that my alma mater will always be remembered for something that could have happened anywhere, anyplace, at any time. It just so happened to be in Blacksburg on April 16th of 2007. But that's okay, because I am a Hokie, and we will prevail because we are Virginia Tech. Thank you for listening to my presentation and letting me share my story with you.